Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing out there this wonderful Monday morning? I am doing pretty good. I'm excited to get back into Zelda with you all, and I am... Oh, that's... my bad. And I'm excited to see what the week holds. It's gonna be a good one, I think. I've got my new headphones. I've got my new mic. I feel like inching towards being a real streamer. I know I'm everyone that streams is a real streamer. I'm feeling a little more professional today, and I'm excited to continue this game with you guys. We just finished this dungeon, so we beat a boss. So we're back to no modifiers. You're welcome to change that, or if we get to a new area, I will roll a random one. But let's get back to it. I'm thinking about redoing some of... I don't know why I didn't just go to the sky. I'm thinking about redoing some of the table options. There's one, at least, side quest time that I'm not a fan of now, because I want to be able to do the side quests at my discretion. You know, this one I think we're gonna do all of them in, so I gotta come up with a good idea. Hang on, is the TV muted? TV should be all the way, well, not muted, but all the way, okay. Let's see. Oh, my mic is picking up my controller. Oh, it's picking up some of the game audio. What? Is my new headset that cool? It's that cool, everybody. It was literally picking up game audio. All right, I'll turn it down a little bit. All right, we should be good, but I'm not 100% sure now. Weird, my chair is being picked up more. And so is the controller, but I haven't done anything. Maybe positioning's just off a little bit. Let's see if that helps. My audio is still, my voice is still loud. So is the chair. Well, I will try to keep it as quiet as possible, and we'll get through today, and I'll do some more testing before stream tomorrow. Oh yeah, we're supposed to go back to the forest. Let's go to the pumpkin and get the last of the gratitude crystals in the wild there. Okay, there's a goddess chest on Bamboo Island, clean cut. That's cool. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that. Oh well, that's fine. We've done it before. Oh yeah, we need to sleep. So we can get the last 2 gratitude crystals here.
I'm in danger.
Howdy, Hatchet Time. How we doing today? It would help with my big dumb fingers when it type too much. Hey, I mean, it essentially I know you're here because of it. It's not a problem. All right, let's see here. Okay, second floor up. I just woke up. What? There's a ghost in the pumpkin patch. I see it. Let's grab this gratitude crystal. Oh no, it's not a ghost. I thought it was like a lantern. It's a lightning bug. Oh wait, what's up with this? I gotta do that during the day, I guess. Oh no, I guess I haven't. Alright, and then we are going to take another nap downstairs. Make it daytime. And we're only missing one of the random ones now. That's good. We're gonna head over to, actually we're gonna check down here. I'm hoping this is a piece of heart. I'm not playing that pumpkin game again. I'm not doing it. I'm not moving with them pumpkins. I hate it. Why can't I dig here?
Hi.
Oh. Who do we know that's good at plowing? Who's our pumpkin plower? Yeah, he always kind of spreads out. Oh, so it's gonna be someone over in Elden Volcano, okay. We'll go do that in a minute. We're at the point right now, if we make any money, we'll probably lose it. So we're gonna head over, fix our shield, upgrade anything we can. Jesus. That's a whole mess. Look at our dope ass sword now, though. All right. Do we have the stuff to upgrade this? No. Do we have the stuff to upgrade this? No, because we need the same thing. Bird feathers. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't have the stuff. I don't have the stuff. I don't even have any idea where to get bird feathers. I just had that tree falling song pop in my head when you jumped from that bird. It looked like. He does kind of look like Ho-Oh. That's a fair assessment for sure.
Okay.
All right. This is one of the side quests we work on. I'll hold on to. Oh, you're back. I'll hold on to anything of yours you want me to. Hey, wait a minute. Something in your pouch today you want to deposit, or you want to pick something up? Yes, please. Wonderful. So what do you have? She's got a crush on us, everyone. We don't need this heart medal right now. Only 5 extra arrows, really? I bought one because I thought it would let like at least half the amount of arrows we could carry. We need to go to Beetle's shop, so we're gonna put this away for now. Do we store our extra bottle? Oops, sorry. All right, Beetle time. Let's go buy the heart medal or the life medal and see what it does. I have a feeling it's going to help us find pieces of heart. That's my hope. Oh! Yeah, all right, you don't know what it does? Yeah, it's 800 rupees, but I'll buy it. Oh wait, hang on. Is it just an extra heart piece? Or heart container, essentially? Is that all it does? Your maximum number of hearts goes up by 1. I don't know if that's really worth the slot. But right now we don't have anything better. The extra bottle is arguably better if we have enough fairies, but... Go and snag a heart right quick. And then let's go find whoever's good at plat. Oh, no, we need to go back to Beetles. Crap. I want the last random gratitude piece. I forgot about that. My bad. Man, my chair is super loud.
Not a nerd, I'm a video game
Oh,
enthusiast.
well. I don't know if we have a mod around, so I'm gonna handle that real quick. Hang on. You see, they program their bots to come in and follow because follower only is a common way to set your chat. I don't set my chat to follow only, and I'll probably reverse that follow. I'll just go in and remove them from my followers after stream. Oh, hey, he does have a piece of heart. Oh, fuck! Come on! I'm just gonna sleep in your bed, Beetle. I didn't mean to startle the bug. Hang on, Beetle. I'll come say hi in a second. Oh, it's not ready. Dang it. Oh well, so we're gonna have to do this again. But there's supposed to be a gratitude crystal somewhere around here. I'll look at the guide here more in a second. Let's talk to Beetle. Wakey for the young slugabed, You appear to be relishing this news, so I declined to wake you. But I must say, old bug, you did make the shop a mite heavier. Your accent. The mellifluous timbre of my voice sounds different to you. Perhaps a touch, I suppose, but pray, what does it matter, This is my humble home of sorts. When night draws her tenebrous curtain across the sky, I come here. A bit lacking in creature comforts, to be sure, but I can relax in peace. You're aware that loftlings... You're aware that loftlings don't fly at night, I'm sure, so I suppose I shall have to take you back to town with me tomorrow, huh? When you wish to go back to Skylost, just chase your dreams on the bed once more, and on the morrow you shall be there. Thanks, bud. Where is your gratitude crystal? Is it back here? No? Is it in the tree? No? Is it in his shop and I missed it? Let me look at the guide. Oh, it's up in the propellers of his air shop. To get up there, we go up here. There we are, and then we just beetle it. Alright, now we will take a nap again. We will have to do this once more when we activate that gratitude crystal. Or, not gratitude, when we activate that goddess chest. But, alright, at least now we have all the missable gratitude crystals that are just in the world. This will also help us progress the Patrice quest in the bazaar. Thanks, Beetle. I'll be back for that heart piece when I have more money. If someone came in and were like, you know, I could upgrade your overlay and I do, you know, this, that, and the other, I'd still ban them even if they weren't a bot. Oh, she thinks I'm here to see her. There we go. We've progressed it. Hang on. You came to see me. I'm so happy. Don't stare at me like that. You're making me blush, darling. Lately, when I think about you, my head gets all fuzzy, my heart races, and I get short of breath, and I feel all dizzy. You don't think, could this be... It sounds bad. Oh, you're such a tease. Whoops, kind of forgot myself there. Back to work. Now where was I? Oh, I was going to ask you if you wanted me to take care of you forever. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I need to learn how to keep these delirious dreams in check. No, wait, I mean, are there some items you want me to check, darling? No thanks. Look, hon, it's not humane to tease someone this bored. Knock it off, okay? Uh-oh. We gotta find that girl a boyfriend, like, really quick. Alright, I was working on a different quest. Oh, to find the pumpkin patch flower, which is probably one of the Mogma homies. Interesting development, by the way, in the can Jake get his 3DS XL working so we can, his new Nintendo 3DS XL working so we can stream from it. To replace the top screen, I have to basically take it entirely apart. I've progressed most of the way, and now I need to find a hang on, we're gonna go to Clean Cut real quick. There's a goddess chest over here, and I want to try the minigame again. So I've got to the point where I needed a special tool that's like $10, so I've ordered it, and it should be here tomorrow. But yeah, I'll when I get it entirely apart and I'm ready to put the new screen in, I'll take pictures of everything and put it on the Discord. Howdy, Link. I was hoping I'd run into you. Why, daughter, why? What do you mean, why? This is important. My little girl's in trouble. That shining star of the item check is the source of my problem. That's my darling daughter, in case you forgot. She's been out of sorts lately. She'll be sitting and staring off into yonder, and then she'll get redder than a tomato on the vine. Wait just a gosh darn minute. I know what's going on. My sunshine's got herself an unwanted admirer. I'm still trying to set up OBS. Right on, bud. I recommend going to streamelements.com and using the Stream Elements version of OBS. It incorporates a built-in bot and overlays. It's really handy. I don't know how much it'll work for you if you're not using a capture card. I'm not sure how those things, I don't know if that'll work in that instance, but use streamers to Streamlabs. Right on. I know a few people use Streamlabs, so yeah, if that's what you're using, that's cool. I was recommending doing what I do. Yeah, you want to get it all set up? I don't blame you. I also think Stream Elements you can still use, or I don't know about Streamlabs. Stream Elements, even if I'm not live through OBS, I wonder if the bot still works. I don't know how that works. I imagine it would, because if I'm not live in OBS, you can still use like the commands like this, like if I'm not live, I can still use that, and I can still increment the death counter and this counter. Those work even when I'm offline, so I imagine Streamlabs bot would still work for you even when you're using the other, when you're streaming from your console. That'd be some usefulness you'd get out of it when you don't have the capture card. Let me get back to this. Peter. Not that I can blame the feller. She's as sweet as honey and twice as pretty as a spring flower. Nope, 3 times as pretty. It's no wonder the boys buzz around her like a swarm of amorous bees. But I won't stand for it. No way. No how. No way, no how. I'm gonna find the rascal and give him a good whooping. You gotta help me out. You see anyone buzzing around my little flower, you give him what for and send him packing. I'll keep my peepers peeled too, but I can't stand to watch all day long. I promise I'll make it worth your while. You chase the varmint off and I'll let you chat with the apple in my eye. Hush, you don't have to say a word. I can see how you feel by the spark in your eye. There's not a feller alive who wouldn't jump at this chance. Ease this old man's heart and get rid of the lowlife who's pestering my baby girl. I'm counting on you, Link. You want... Yeah, let's, I'm in. 11. Alright, here we go. We got a longer sword now. Let's see if it works. I might be able to do that better with motion controls. Hold up, son. You're all done. Let's count the cuts. Your score this time is 30. But I do go through Stream Elements more for OBS. Yeah, I really like Stream Elements' setup and everything. It's really convenient. Your score this time is 30. I gotta mute. Hang on. Sorry, I had a cough coming on. Hoo-wee, a new record. Way to go, kid. That is 100 humding-a-linger of a score. I only reached that number a few times myself. Here's your prize. Okay. Come on back whenever you... Okay, do I know... You know what the next goal is, my man? Hang on, while we're here... I can't believe I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna grab the Joy-Cons. Ooh, I need to charge these after stream today. Because I won't accidentally do the other move. Nope. Okay. If you go too many times the one way, you goof it. All right. Yeah, I don't prefer motion controls. I figured I'd give it a shot. Let's switch back. Can I say the one thing about the Switch that other consoles should do is, as I switch, as I activate another controller, because I'm not playing a game with 2 players, it immediately is like, oh, you want to swap controllers, and turns off the Joy-Cons. And then when I turn on the Joy-Cons, the Switch immediately is like, oh, okay, you're using those? Confirm that for me. And then turns off the wireless controller. And I really like that. I like that I don't have to worry about controllers being left on and stuff like that. All right, let's go get the pumpkin patch flower. Yeah, a second. I don't know who is first here. Oh no. Weird. Yeah, let's just land at the start. Okay. We're relatively close. Nice of them to add this in. Oops. Let's see, we've got that, we got the goddess cube. Let's see what's in these diggy holes. Worth. So we meet again, eh? I gotta thank you for your help last time. See, I've been searching for new treasure spots, but I can't find a single bauble or bit of treasure. Maybe I'm just getting woozy from working so long in this heat. Sometimes I wish I could find a job that really played to my strengths. Yeah, something in a cool climate. Then I'd be set. I know a place. So you know a place with work I'd be good at? And it's in the sky? I love the sky! Where do I sign up? I'm telling you, I'm in. Let's do this thing. This individual's capabilities match perfectly to the types of duties expected of an employee at the Lumpy Pumpkin. Do you want to call the robot? Yes. Here comes the robot again. Let's see if that helps any. No, not really. Maybe a little bit. Oh, I bumped the mic arm. That's on me. Mistress V, I'm here. I'm so done. Oh, you want me to carry this? You don't have to tell me twice. I'll be waiting for you in the sky, so don't take too long. You just hauled our friend away. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's take this man to the Lumpy Pumpkin. I'll admit I haven't done much of the side quests like this, so it's really hilarious to me that we're just hauling this hairy guy over to the Lumpy Pumpkin. The jars on his back make it look like he has a jetpack. Right at the last second. I brought the old magma. Send my best to Fee. Yeah, you found someone, didn't you? Wait a second, this isn't a person. Oh, so you're saying this a mole is gonna pollen patch for me? Come on, are you seriously trying to get me to work on a field all day? Is that why you hauled me all the way up here to the sky? Well, good luck, Mr. Mole Man. What, but you... Well, I suppose I could at least give it a try. Hey, so what do you think? Look at that, that's amazing. You think? Oh, it's nothing really. Rooting around the dirt is child's play for us Magmas.
Yay!
One more time again, please. Again. Oh yeah, here I go. So grateful that you brought this lovely guy to help me. I'm gonna ask him to help him with all kinds of things. Thank you very, very, very much. Trying to figure out what all we have left. Oh, the party wheel. Malara's dusty house. Alright, we'll leave some side quests for today in case we hit the side quest trigger on the table. And for now, we will go to Farron Woods and activate the Gate of Time, hopefully. Oh yeah, maybe, hang on now. What has Groose done here? Had to be Groose, right? Who else knows about this place? I was about to ask. I wonder what Groose has been up to. Look at that big bomb. Did Groose do that too? Yo, Link, saw the rail and track I put outside, huh? What's it for? Oh, you'll see before long. Ah, your sword. There can be no doubt. The sacred flames have purified this blade. Well done, Link. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. It is a divine power left to us by the gods of old. The same power that is spoken of in the Ballad of the Goddess. To look upon you is to see that same great power, now flowing through you and the sword you carry. Come, Link, you must now open the Gate of Time. Now that the sacred force dwells within your blade, strike the Gate of Time with a skyward strike, and it will surely awaken. Climb up onto the pedestal and show the gate your sword's power. We're gonna do a quick save, because we're in... we've been doing some stuff. And we aren't, like, in a new dungeon, so we can't really follow the push you backward rules. Push backwards probably gonna have to evolve in the next few games as well. Oh, here it comes. I fear the seal is giving way once more. The terrible beast is awakening even as we speak. It is likely that the monster reacted to the sacred power given off by your sword. I wish it had not happened, but there's no other way to open the gate, so it goes. Link, you must imprison the beast once again. Alright, bring it on. This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to bring out my new toy. Trust me, that flabby bag of teeth doesn't stand a chance. Well, what are we waiting for? I'm headed out there. Flabby bag of teeth was my nickname in high school. I thought it was funny. Hey, Link! Don't I not to drool on your shirt as you stare at this amazing super weapon I've been working on? I call it the Gruesinator. Leaves you speechless, doesn't it? That's only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into building this beauty. Here, check it out. First, I got all the fences cluttering the area out of the way. And then I laid down rails for her to run on. All by myself, of course. I don't know what came over me. I had no clue I had the talent to make something like this, you know? Anyhow, you just tell me where you want me to place my shots and I'll be hurting on the ugly monster. I don't care how beefy you are. You're bound to stumble for a few moments after taking one of my big bombs to the body. Hang on though, that monster showed up a smidge sooner than I was expecting. There are a few final adjustments I gotta make before she can move the rails I put down. I'll call out to you when she's ready for action. Till then, do whatever you can to hold it off. Uh-oh, here it comes again. Big, sharp, pointy teeth. And weird, bulbous toes. Oh, it's got hands now, too. Look at that. Seems like our ugly friend grew himself a new pair of hands. Great timing. I hope it knows how to catch, because my machine has a mean right arm. When she's all loaded up, I'll let you know. Until then, do what you need to do to stop it. Okay, that's annoying. Oh, it's climbing. Okay, so to get its hands, you gotta get it while it's climbing. Hey Link, the machine's all loaded and ready to smash. If that flag-based axe of teeth tries to climb the wall, I can blast it off from here with a bomb. When you butt the back up for me, signal with X. Alright. Alright, it's time for Cruz to explode into action. Okay. She packs a mean punch, doesn't she? I tell you, I was in love with it the first time I pulled this lever. I'll start loading her back up, so keep beating on the big ugly till I give you the signal. Alright, we gotta get out in front of it. Ow. Alright, ain't got no more toes, punk. Okay, we can slip through there, it looks like. Nope. Are we stuck? Does it do anything to it if it's not walking or climbing? It stuns it for a second. Okay, cool. No more toes for that, but worth it. That's also really good for us too, because we're behind it now. Nice! I know I did it, but way to go, Groot. Ooh, I hope Groos's bomb's ready here in a second. I may have panicked, but it worked, so that's all that matters. We got stomped on. Twice. At least it didn't knock us off. Bruce, I need some help, bud. That'll buy us some time to catch up to it now. And we got on the side of it again. Very lucky. Did we get pushed down? We got pushed down. Son of a bitch. Yeah, we might need that, but not yet. Hang on. We're tired, hang on. There we go. Alright, yeah. Rule of 3 strikes again. Let's go seal it again for now. Now, Link, strike the sealing spike with a Skyward strike and restore the seal quickly. Oh yeah. Neat. Nice work there, Link. Of course, you couldn't have done it without me, but I need to thank Bruce. I know I saved your tail. Now let's get that gate of time up and running. I'll go on ahead. You really did help, Bruce. Don't let it go to your head. It seems you were successful in imprisoning the monster again. You have my thanks, Link. As do you, Groose. I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been here. Oh, you give me too much credit, Granny. You're the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put my energy into doing what I could to help. I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. Link, you must wonder just what it is you've been fighting out there in the Great Pit. There's much I could tell you, but suffice it to say is the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the gate of time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into its prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bonds that confine it, such is its awesome power. We must destroy it at its source, or suffer this fate again and again. There's no time to lose. Hit the gate with a Skyward strike. Come on already, charge that sword of yours up with that Sacred Force stuff Granny was talking about, and zap the gate of time. Right, Granny? Indeed. Now Link, go. Go to the gate. Are we playing Tetris now? We playing 3D Tetris now? Is that a square Pokeball? Fucking sick. Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now awaits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I expect, the reunion with Zelda you fought for so hard for lies beyond this gate. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Hey, Gurky, how we doing today? Or Gurk? Am I pronouncing that wrong? I'm doing all right, by the way. Someone's gonna stay around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? Nah, forget about it. Just cucumber in German? Okay. That must be where the root word of gherkin for pickle comes from. Because pickles are pickled cucumbers. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up?" Oh, look at him growing past his weird fixation on Zelda. I'm proud of Groose. On your way to the gym? Right on. Oh, that's Weird. Oh, goodness. Hey, there's Impa. I saw her head.
Hey!
At last. I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will become known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here, the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. And little has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would... And little time has passed, that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the Gate of Tide to an era in the distant past. You have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Let's just go ahead and see if we can't burrow in this spot. Do we plant something there? You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle... I'm reading too fast, sorry. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about the war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learn the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. Oh, my alarm's going off. Oh, no, that's quiet. No, stop it. My alarm is copyrighted music. I'm gonna switch that alarm to the wandering stream is to remind me to take my pills if I haven't, which I have, thankfully. But I need to switch that alarm to non-copyrighted music just in case. Goodness. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time it became known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that Sealed was not hold long against its fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. What? First, she created Fi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose: to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power could never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero. And I, Zelda, am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at last I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. It's Impa! I had no memory of all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent to the goddess, led me here to the past. All of this part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if you allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that Hylia, rather that I, created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can now see that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Fee and the great blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise and the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. Why did it start crawling so badly? And by overcoming the trial set before you by the goddess, you've found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels, you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link, and draw your sword. Oh, hey, there we go. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. Oh, are we going to be able to beat up Girahim better now? Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see that mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It is impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. They created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials to awaken the hero within yourself, so that you could wield that supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger, without even a moment's doubt. I used you. You think that's gonna break his spirit? It's unbreakable. He don't mind. I can't tell I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Link. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am highly reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still yours, Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come to wake me up? I promise. I guess we got a demon king to murder. I see you've said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Are you kidding me? The weird lady that lives in our sword, that when she sings it looks like she's death metal yelling at us because she has no like different tones in the color of her face. So she's just like singing all soft, but she looks like, oh no. You love Fee? That's the weirdest choice you could have picked. Return to your time. There's work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her. Go now and fulfill your destiny. She has wifey. Do I go on this side now? Yeah, okay. That's pretty funny. So you've returned. I wonder if that cogwheel is from the Twilight. Well, it could be. It does look sort of similar. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she's still alive and well. True to legend, how you doing, thy employer? True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish Demise. That's good to hear. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost through the ages. You've likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, find the Triforce. Whoa there, hold up. Link, there's something I gotta tell you. Oh, what do you need now, Bruce? So Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? She's great. What would you do if you were in Zelda and you were to bring one thing with me? What would I do if I was in Zelda? Like the world of one of the worlds of Hyrule, and I could only bring one thing with me? I mean, I'm just like a normal guy. I'd probably one thing. Man, you say thing. I can't really say like I'd bring a person. I would probably bring. I guess it depends on which iteration of Hyrule I'd be in. Would probably depend on what I brought with me. If it was Breath of the Wild's Hyrule, I'd just bring like an electric scooter that has like a solar charger, because that place is huge, and the Master Cycle Zero is basically the best part of that game. That's not true. It's a very, very good game, but like, give me the Master Cycle Zero earlier. And this one, I'd probably bring a parachute in case I fell off of a skyloft. I wouldn't be Link. See, everyone immediately like, I just bring a gun, but like, you're gonna run out of ammo. Did I say no Monday stream? I thought I said no Sunday stream. I did make a schedule yesterday and then I forgot to post it. I did say no Sunday stream. I didn't think I said no Monday stream. Let me see if I can access my OneDrive on my phone and see what I put on the schedule, because it would have been up yesterday, but I'm dumb. And shoot Link. Okay, so I can't get to my downloads. Because I can't get to my downloads, I can't tell you for sure if I plan on having a stream today, but I could have swore I didn't say no stream Monday. I said no stream Sunday because Sunday yesterday I had to work. I have to work today too, but it was late when we ended Saturday. If I was wrong, if I'm wrong and I said no Monday stream, I didn't mean that, and I'm sorry. It's all dark. All right, I'm gonna get back to reading all this dialogue. She was? Oh, good to hear. But she's still stuck there till the whole mess was over, huh? Link, I made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? No, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing all right. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny, you know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back into the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling can grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up a little too. I'm sure it may take a few years to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So now, yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm okay down here. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link. So I gotta get a tree, plant it in the past, so it'll be here. Oh, nope, that's a bomb. Not a, there we go. Come back here. The clues to finding this. Oh yeah, we gotta go to Skyloft. I figured out how to get bird feathers. To the sky. You've got it? You got another answer to the question? Is that what's up? Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. I forget. Okay. Show your work. Well, I mean, would that be for here? This version? Is that what you're talking about? I want to hear your explanation as to why you would bring a plane. I guess Skyloft makes sense. Is that a VTOL? The ones that can take off vertical touchdown landing? I need to turn that bot down a little bit time-wise. Oh hey, this guy's missing. We gotta talk to Beatrice again. Hello, darling. I want you to visit me at my house tonight. I have something I need to say. My house is just next to the bazaar. You'll definitely come, right? I'll be waiting. Oh, and do you have something you want to pick up or have me store? No thanks. We have the bird feathers we need here now. Hey kid, how's Scrapper treating you? Anything to upgrade? Upgrade. You can upgrade quivers? What? I didn't know that. Heck yeah. I do not know, other than it being a military jet and wanting to see the horror. Skyloft me. Something not right with you, bud. Hang on, we'll do that in a second. Was it this one that needed the bird feathers? Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm doing this when we're going to be getting a new shield in a little while. Oh, you can repair over time. I forgot about that. You know we got to go get more bird feathers. This we need monster claws for. We need 3 tumbleweeds, 4 monster claws, another blue bird feather.
Okay.
We need a bunch of bird feathers, 2 blue bird feathers, a bunch of monster claws, and other stuff. Okay. Even better. Oh, he's got another idea. Let's hear it. Okay, fighter. Okay, so now if we're including fake or stuff from other fiction, there's a lot different better answers. I'm just gonna bring the cube from Animorphs to give myself the power of an Animorph, and I can turn into animals. I need more birds. I'm not a furry. God damn it. I want to be a fur-suited animal. I would just be able to like turn into a bird so I can fly, or turn into a tiger or a bear so I can fight. Why do I keep accidentally walking myself into furry traps? I'm not a furry. Oh shit. Let's go talk to Gapora. Someone tried to. You said Animorphs, and all I can think is the in-between appearance. I mean, yeah, I definitely. I mean, I can see why people would assume those books are furry bait, but something goes horribly wrong if you stop halfway through. Although I do want to say there was like a section of one of the books where Cassie, the like most gifted at like making art out of transforming, stopped halfway through, and it's like right out of like the "Hey, why are you a furry?" book. I'm sure it's gotta be one of the examples. That and Lola Bunny, right? Everyone's always like, "Oh, Lola Bunny is the reason we have furries now." Have you heard anything more about my daughter? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. Made in the Abyss. You want to tell me, but you can't. I understand. I'm sure you have a good reason for keeping quiet. Link, I've been doing something thinking since we last spoke. You have had this destiny thrust upon you without warning or choice, but I wish to help you as best you can. I'm getting older and lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful too. I want to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have anything question at all about Skyloft or its history, I will be glad to tell you all I know. What do I know of the Triforce? Link, where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Not gonna lie. What's up? Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of those tomes. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Link, it shames me to say it, but my knowledge of it is of little use on this subject. Okay, no. Link, just a moment. Bondred is my favorite. I don't know what Made in the Abyss is. Oh, it's a manga. Yeah, I have no idea about it. I've never heard of that. Link, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levius? The great sky spirit has guarded over our realm for ages. No? Levius has served as the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft or beyond knows where... Okay, where is he? About that. I imagine that your travels, you've taken notice of the tremendous Thunderhead. Recently, I've heard rumors suggesting that Levius could be trapped inside the massive cloud. Okay, we need to go find Owlin. Alright. You can tell they've given me too much, like, dialogue, because I'm, like, just speeding through it now. Is Alan in here? Sure is. Ah, Link, how goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? What? Levius. Ah, so you've been talking to the headmaster, I take it. If I'm correct, Levius is the one inside the Thunderhead, but that's not the Levius that we all know. That's a monster. Basically, imagine a dungeon with layers, but every layer you go through, it's harder to go back until you can't, along with, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. I mean, that sounds interesting. I'm about to check it out. Oh, sorry, they're madless. I missed that. I didn't mean to hit the button. People change, or old wizened creatures change, rather. Perhaps it's more that he's possessed by something? That's how it felt to me. What? You want to talk to him? That's impossible. I don't think Levius is capable of listening. Not in its current state, anyway. And even if you were to get close enough to talk to him, it's likely that you will get brushed aside. It's likely to end with you getting brushed aside and sent flying to your death. I'm still going to go, yeah. It's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. If I get the feeling nothing I could say will talk you out of it. Hey, I have an idea. Come with me.
Hey,
Levius is inside the Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely, like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him of whatever it is that has a hold over him, then there's a chance he will return to his senses. Listen well, because I'm about to teach you a powerful bird riding technique. The Spiral Charge. Just a second here, hang on. Send that text message. And Bondrewd is basically the father in Full Metal, but instead of keeping his license, it's turning kids into magical items. He turns kids into magical items? That sounds like a mess. Although father in FMA was a monster. Are they like still kids? Or are they just like, oh, that's a magic sword now and it can't talk or turn back, it's just permanently a magic sword? I'm just checking real quick to make sure we can't miss any of the gratitude side quests. That bot needs to stop going off so often. Basically imagine Fee, but if just as a sword, and continue to message their emotions. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. Also, you are just like describing sentient magic, the like sentient magic swords in tabletop RPGs when they have like a feeling, but it's just emotions. Real quick, hang on, I'm just checking to make sure that these missions can't be missed. Oh, we need to go see what's her name at night to end that one. That's one we can do. That one should be fine. We can do that one whenever we want. We've done that one, done that one. We haven't done that one, but I think we can do it whenever. Later. All right. It's called the Spiral Charge. Using the Spiral Charge, you can rid Levius of the blight that has hold of him. This technique is quite easy to perform. All you have to do is press X. Oh, okay. However, the acceleration effects last longer than any attack move you've used so far. Maintaining stable light flight can be tricky. It's a technique that only senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. It's still a bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception this time. However, I will test you. Dive off this platform and call your bird. Listen up, Link. I taught your locked wing to perform a spiral charge when you press X. Use a spiral charge attack to break 10 targets placed around the floating bulges up ahead. If you destroy 10 targets in under 120 seconds, I'll recognize you as a skilled bird rider. Hang on, I want to read this. A researcher fascinated by the abyss, he has often resorted to legal and morally questionable means in order to get funds to conduct his research, including selling artifacts and information from the depths illicitly, developing dangerous drug and experimenting on living. Goodness. If you can destroy 10 targets. Oh yeah, I did it already. Alright, off you go. Oh, okay, so it replaced our normal attack with a spiral charge. Not great, it's taking us 30 seconds for that one. Missed. We're almost half for half of them. That's not bad, I guess. Missed. Yeah, we're not getting that one right now. We'll come back. Let's go get this one. Okay, glad that counted. Missed. We are probably not going to do this our first try, are we? Trip. We didn't have a charge, damn it. Alright, we have to retry that. I wonder what happened to Loft Wings. They evolved, right? Into horses? I don't know. Hang on a second. All right, there we go. Sorry. No, we're not taking another break. Let's do it. We know this already. I think the plan here is not to double back, try to clear the same area, but rather make circles. Oh my god. I think the Loft Wings evolve into the Rito. That's a mess. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Back to the game. I goofed that one. That was on me. Let's try to get this guy right here. Nice. Not the Berdusi. Son of a bitch. Missed. I was about to say, I think we're doing worse than before, but I'm not sure. Are you kidding me? Oh, you've got to be shitting me. I did worse this time. I just gave up on this run. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay. I know. I don't want to cool off. I want to just finish this. Think about it though. The other like large birds in the series are the bird people from Wind Waker, Breath of the Wild. I don't know if they're in anything else. Other than hitting that rock, I think we're doing pretty good so far. Ah, dang it. All right, I'll stop for trying to get that one. Just go after this one right here. We did it with 30 seconds remaining the third time. Look at us go. You managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. If you can control your bird that well, you'll have no problems at all. I knew you could do it, Link. Now what a magnificent red bird. You're henceforth permitted to use the spiral charge attack as a qualified bird rider. The next thing we have to address is just how to go about finding Levius. Maybe the owner of the lumpy pumpkin might know something. Every year he makes an offering of his pumpkin soup for Levius. Alright. We haven't rolled at all today. That's one of my main issues right now is we haven't rolled. I really want to like go looking for stuff though. Before we continue, I would like to have our stuff upgraded the best as we can. Let's go quick back to the bazaar, find out exactly what we need to do that. Totally did that on purpose. I'm lying, I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah, I know, get out of here. Nope, totally did it on purpose. Meant use that to skip across the water section. Speedrunner strats, he said, knowing full well it took more time. I think we need 3 tumbleweeds, 4 monster parts, monster claws.
Hey!
All right, we need 1 monster claw. Hang on. Eldenor Evil Crystal Tumbleweed. No, I didn't mean to click on that one. Okay. We need 4 monster claws. We got plenty of Eldenor. 3 tumbleweeds. 1 blue bird feather. 1 monster horn. Wait, are we using monster horns and other stuff? And 3 regular bird feathers. Monster horn? No. And monster horn? No. Okay. So 4 monster claws, 3 tumbleweeds, 1 bird feather, 1 monster horn, 1 blue bird feather. Not sure how we get those unless it's just from a blue bird. All right, let's go talk to this guy too. What's he want? Oh, the fortune teller? Oh, he broke his crystal ball. We'll worry about that later. Okay, we need to go get parts before we do anything else. That's what I want to do. Let's go to Faron Woods. I think this will take us there faster. Yeah, this is close to the Pharaoh was. Son of a bitch. Damn it. You have to be like super slow. Those ones just ran away too. Do they come back? They do, okay. I panicked, sorry. Hang on, one of the dogs is dreaming. Moose, wake up. There you go. You're assaulting Wrigley with your tail, but at least you're okay. Where's Gagey? Gagey, you good too? Yeah? Gage? Hey, you alright? Okay, everybody's good. If anyone knows a better, quicker way to sneak up on birds, let me know. So one or two? One. Son of a bitch. We need three. Alright, let's go to the place where we're gonna get monster parts too. Maybe there'll be birds there. Oh no, the birds are back. Hang on. Hopefully we don't need more bird feathers after this. Alright, we got the bird feathers we need. For now. Still need blue bird feathers. I don't know, again, I don't know if those are going to come from a chest. I don't know if they're going to come from a blue bird. If we spot a blue bird, we'll worry about it. If not, and that's all we need, we'll Google. We need 4 monster claws, so let's go work on that. You know what, here, let's do this. We haven't done this all day. I want to do it. Oh, okay, well. I'm allowed to turn in my gratitude crystals, I guess. Ow. If I want monsters to drop monster parts more regularly, I should be carrying the cursed crystal or cursed metal with me, I think. Hello, Gagey. I know I bothered you and asked you to wake up, but I just wanted to make sure you were okay. I think my heart stopped. This is it. The discovery of a lifetime. There's no mistaking it. This symbol must mark one of the goddess walls left for the hero by the goddess. I'm gonna draw a butt. Over time, the power of the goddess walls is restored. When that happens, I would like to help your help with my research again. Okay, dude. Is there one here? Nope. Because there's only 2 butterflies, huh? What about here? I bet this is a goddess wall. Oh no, it's this goddess statue. It's gonna go boing, and it's gonna spit out a monster part thingy. Cool. I've never taken this beacon off the map. Those are not, none of those are bluebirds. That was on me, I ran right into it. Alright, let's turn up here. I know there's some... I know monster claws come from these bats usually, these keys. Nothing. I remember bokoblins have monster horns on their belts. None of you birds are blue. Dang, kid. You alright? What time is it? You okay? Yeah, you okay? Alright. Smells like you died. Maybe I'll need to let you guys out here in a minute, and then we won't take a real break. We'll just I'll just step to the door, let you out, and whatnot. Because I feel like that needs to be done. Let me cross this bridge, and we're gonna take a 2-second. I'm just gonna mute and let them out, and I'll be right back. Keep an eye on them all on the nest. Alright, you're gonna be able to hear them barking in the background, I think, but... Goodness. That's not even my dogs, that's the neighbor dog barking. Alright, we got one of our monster horns we needed. I think we needed 2? We needed a total of 3 monster horns. Yeah, we got enough monster horns. We just need a bluebird feather, 4 monster claws, and 3 tumbleweeds. So tumbleweeds would be easy to get. No monster claw. We can get that goddess cube over here. Bluebird. we will just back off and hope it comes back. We're gonna get this bluebird feather and then I'll go let them in. Fuck. Alright, well, we'll try again in a second. Let me let them in. Alright, sorry about that. Try again on the bluebird here. Alright, bluebird feather has been achieved. Let's head up here, get the Scott cube. Are there any more goddess cubes in the area? That's a question we're able to ask now. There is, that way. We should leave the zone, come back for the keys. The best way to leave the zone is, I believe, through here, yeah. We have our own bow now. We're not restricted to dealing with the one guy. Oh, we could also just turn around. Now. Hopefully that'll reload the enemies, because I need to kill Geese. It definitely did, okay. No monster claws again. I wonder if the cursed metal actually does help with monster drops. Hang on. Okay, what does it do? Rupees and hearts, not monster drops? I may have posted something in memes you're gonna love. All right, I'll check it out after stream. What is treasure? Treasure is these things. Okay. So we do need to go back and get the I just don't want to blare it across stream or anything if it's I have no idea what it is. I'll check the memes channel. I saw that it popped up as a notification. We need to go back to Skyloft. Oops, wrong button. Let's go get our cursed metal back. I'm barking. I'm borking. Yeah, I know you want me to visit you at your house at night, you weirdo. I am in a hurry. All right, let's see if that helps us get monster claws. We can't use anything in our pouch, but that's fine. Oh, they're not back. Neat. That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't know that it would affect spawn rates or stuff respawning, or rather, wouldn't affect it. Give me that amber relic. Do it. Thank you. It's weird that he won't just surface on his own. Did not help with that batch, at least. Is that just a random goddess plume I didn't pick up earlier? What the heck? There's got to be something else these things come from that's easier to farm. Just keys, huh? This game needs invisible enemies. Not sure why you would say that. So it's just keys. So we need to run from keys patch to keys patch until we find what we need. I'm talking like the predator is hunting you invisible. Yeah, you're talking like the one section of Elden Ring that can eat a dick. I do too. I've got every achievement in the game that the section with invisible enemies can still eat a dick. Those aren't keys, they don't matter to us. I thought there were keys over here, I guess not. Melania ruled. Favorite character in the game is Melania. I'm not even lying to you. I guess there's a goddess cube that way. That's cool, but... Oh. How are we supposed to get across here now? Because that rope is gone. Is there something we can grapple onto? Is there some leaves around here somewhere? It's so weird. How do you get back over there? I've never screamed so hard at a game before. I'll admit it took me quite a few tries to beat her, and then I helped a few people beat her, and there's definitely toughness to it, but I loved it. It was great. She's literally out of the way. She's not. You don't have to beat her to complete the game. If she was a story important boss, I'd say yeah, or not important, but a mission critical boss, like you had to fight her, and she wasn't an optional enemy, I'd say that it's then I would agree that she's too tough. I'm not talking cheese, I'm just talking like beating her, but sure, you use what you can. I don't care about cheese. That's your job, your prerogative. You have to fast travel over there. That's the only option. Okay. Nah, I'll make use of a cheese if I have to. Like if something, with ADHD, I just can't like repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again and fail repeatedly. So like, if there's a cheese available and it's like, I'm annoyed to the point of like giving up, then yeah, I might consider cheesing something. I don't care about it. If they didn't want it in the game, they should patch it. If it's like an exploit, like you're hiding behind something that's like she can't hit you next to or whatever, or something like that. That's on them. Says the guy who bugged out the first Loretta fight. Fair enough. Okay, so Deep Woods I don't think has, or Forest Temple, I don't think has any keys. So I guess we're just gonna keep farming these keys till we get what we need. This is dumb. There should be like randomness protection on stuff like this. If I kill 8 keys and get no monster claw, then like the chance of getting a monster claw should go up. I know that's like MMO thinking, but it's not fun to kill the same enemy over and over and over hoping you'll get something. As soon as I killed my first dragon, I became a member of the Scarlet Rot. I say this with no malice at all. Just because I choose to try to do everything legit does not mean. There we go. We got a monster claw. 2 more, 3 more, 3 more monster claws, baby. Yeah, the fastest way to do it's gonna be going in and out of here. Grab that amber relic one more time. No, I won't. Never mind. If it's in the game and you're not hurting anyone else's experience, do whatever you want. Cheese, make it easier on yourself by using summons. I don't give a shit. If you're modding a game to make it easier on yourself and you're not hurting anyone, I don't give a shit. Make Elden Ring easy mode. I don't literally give no fucks. I'll play it the way I want to play it. You play it the way you want to play it. We'll all have fun, and you'll come and be like, yeah, man, the boss was really hard, so I like made myself invincible to beat her, and I'm like, hey, man, do what you got to do. I don't get this like, okay, we're like talking about drop protection. It's 3 in a row now. 1 more and we should have 4. Yeah, you can, unless it's patched, bug Loretta by exiting the game in the middle of the arena. Amazing. That's what we get for having 3 drop in the middle of... Oh, we have 5 now. Holy cow. I didn't realize we had 5 of them. Cool, we're done with that. We just need some tumbleweeds. And I think we're golden. To the desert. The reason, in my opinion, the reason so many people are like, you can't put an easy mode in Dark Souls or Elden Ring is because they've made it their personality that they were able to beat it once on hard mode, or, you know, a million times even. And it's like, you know, just let people enjoy things. You're allowed to be the best at unmodded. You can say it. I'm the best at unmodded Elden Ring. Way to go, bud. You know, so I don't care. Black Knife Teach was a hell of a fight, that's for sure. Hang on, before we go to the desert, we gotta go see the guy on Fun Island. Oh yeah, what do we got? Okay, we got 2 goddess chests here and 1 over there. We're going to snag 1 or 2 of those. Let's go snag these 2 as well before we head to the desert. No, you weren't flexing. I was ranting about it. That's the thing. I turned all my health potions into mana potions to spam the Ice Dragon spell. Nice. I was just ranting about people that do that because that's one of my least I love being a Souls genre fan. But man, some of the fans are insufferable. It's like saying you're a Rick and Morty fan now. It's just like comes with that connotation of like, I'm a Rick and Morty fan, but not the kind that would get on the counter and like scream because they're not giving me Szechuan sauce at McDonald's. Man, even from up here, he looks defeated. What am I gonna do? It's no use. It's all over. What's wrong? You see, the party wheel that I pinned to the back, my back flew off the island and fell down somewhere below the clouds. Without my party wheel, there's no way I can make this island a place where people come to have fun. What can I do? It fell down below the clouds, so I guess I just I'll look for it. Yeah, we'll douse. I get it. Yeah, set the dowsing wheel to the... I know where it is. We don't need to douse for it, but... I'll find it for you, buddy. We'll be in the desert anyway. Alright, let's go get this. I believe it's that island up there I just missed. There are certain things I'm a fan of that I feel like I have to clarify when I start talking about it, so I'm not like I'm a fan of that, but I'm not a toxic fan of that. Is this the one where you have to jump off and then like slide in as you fall? I have to read that message in a second. Nope, I goofed it. Let me see. In Elden Ring, I had an average difficulty time through the Elden Ring and had fun besides some minor... Yeah, exactly. Like, I will say that, in my opinion, Elden Ring is probably one of the easiest of the Souls-like games to, like, there are parts of it that are insanely hard, right? Like, there are bosses that are crazy hard. There's areas that are just annoying to deal with. Can I did not mean to jump off my bird. Can my bird attack islands now? Like, that feels like... Alright, let's land on the lower part here. It's Vietnam flashbacks. Caelid, you know, Caelid's a nightmare. But, overall, I think it's one of the best ones for a new person to try to get into. A new fan of the series. Okay, I see it. No, I didn't mean to call for you. Potion metal. Yeah, that's fine. I never fucked with the giant birds and the D-Rexes, the dog, yeah, the dog T-Rexes. I feel you. I think I fought one of each of them once just to be like, all right, what's the big deal? And it's like, oh god, no, I've made a mistake. We don't need to go to that little island just yet. Hang on, let's try to put this actually on the island. Hey, there we go. When I fought Melanie, I was expecting to be like every other boss, where I either got it on the first try or 3 or 4, but not 30. Yeah, yeah, she's definitely a what do you call that? Where a boss, like a roadblock. She's a roadblock for your like expectations. You don't expect. You walk in, you're like, all right, I got this, and it's like, oh, I need to step up my game like more than I thought I would have to, for sure. Can we just climb up there? We probably gotta lure this dude over here to climb up on top of him. Come here. Alright, he's dizzy though, so we should be fine. Can we just climb up this? No, we cannot. Alright. Can we move this at all? Son of a... How do we get up there? Is there a place to grapple? Oh, I'm smart. I just heard a tumbleweed hit the wall. Oh no! 2 more tumbleweeds. Let's grab those real quick before we grab the wheel. Then I farmed the poor fishman at the yep. And then still died. Oh yeah, she's you really gotta be. You could probably. Melania is probably the boss that the most people could, after enough practice, beat at like soul level 1. And I'm only saying that because the majority of her learning curve is what to dodge, when to dodge, and how exactly should you dodge or run away. When you learn her patterns, she is way easier to deal with than any like soul level, you know. We're not gonna make it to that tumbleweed, dang it. Let me reword that actually. I wouldn't say that she's the easiest for like everyone to randomly like low, like no soul level 1 run. I would say that she's the one that the patterns matter the most, and that means you could probably beat her at a lower soul level. You know, put all your points into vigor and whatever you need them to be for strength. Hit your soft caps for your weapon, and you should be fine. One more. I want to say I learned her pattern, but my brain's hand processing speed while being in panic drive doesn't acknowledge it. That's fair. That is fair. Hand-eye coordination can definitely be a beast to, like, it's one of the first things that goes when you get in panic mode. The tip to spawning these, if I had to tell you to come up with one, is when you're running, spin your camera. They always seem to spawn way more if you're like not looking at them when they spawn. You can see them a lot quicker if you're spinning your camera around. Let's go get dude's wheel. We can't run up that, can we? No, we can't run up this. Second stage. I am not speed. How do we get up here? Maybe over on the other side of this wall? Wonder what's in that chest. Oh, missed that dig spot, whatever that was. Meant to do that way earlier than we did, but there we go. How do you get up there? Maybe my beetle friend will tell me. You have to come from another area? Like whatever's over here? I also wasn't expecting another health bar. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, there's a treasure chest over here as well. There's the wheel we need. How do we get up here though? Feels like we got to get up here to get over there. Her healing ability is definitely one that's sets a lot of people up for failure too, because it's like normally you'll just tank as much as you can and then you're good, but if you tank too much damage, oh look at that, she's healed again. Aha! Actually, hang on, there might be rupees there. Oh, a rupee. I've identified the item that the highly unusual man on Fun Fun Island says was lost. We can call the scrap shop robot to come and retrieve it. Here comes Scrapper again. We gotta get that treasure chest. Imagine all the people. Mr. Fee, you called? Whoa, this place seems strangely familiar. You want me to carry this thing? Okay, you just sit right there and stay out of my way, Mr. Shortpants. You go to heaven, but God says, I am willing to play to Mikella. Oh, goodness. Alright, back to the sky. I think we got everything we need to upgrade our stuff, too. So we go see Weird Wheelman. We've had no modifiers today. I'm actually kind of sad about that. We do all our upgrades and we'll get hit with a modifier when we're ready to do whatever's next. The Legend of Zelda, the Darkward Souls. Here's your wheel thing. If you want something else, just let me know. Is this? It is! Now we can do this mini game if we wanted. My party wheel! I can realize my dream of opening Fun Fun Island. I'm so happy, and I'll let you be my first customer, young man. Thanks so much. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh yeah, gratitude crystals. A free play, huh? You'll be shot out of a cannon. You'll fly way up there. Don't cry, little boy. It's perfectly mostly safe. Dive onto a cheery, colorful, rotating board. Land on a happy little colored space, and you'll win rupees based on the color. But if you land on the gray space, then I get to reach in and take a handful of your rupees. Isn't that fun? You can risk everything to win big here, but it's a game of luck. When you're diving, super fun fortune rings and dodo balls. You'll increase your awesome rupee score multiplier, and the more rings you pass through, the slower the wheel will spin, making it easier to land on your target. Hitting one of those dodo balls will reset your multiplier and turn your smile upside down. And you can't use your sailcloth while you're diving. Oh, well, let's let's do it at least once. Nah, it's okay. Yes. For a brave little guy like you. We don't really need rupees, though. That's 50 rupees, I think. Look at this nice little space you landed on. 5 rupees. Yeah, okay, 50. Landed on the 50 rupee space. Is it a heart piece? Is there a heart piece locked behind this? Yeah, son of a bitch. I double checked before I committed to it. Can you tell me which rupee spot is 50 rupees the it's gotta be that one, right? Son of a bitch. Can you imagine if we had just done it on our first try? That'd have been dope. Yeah, I know, except for Breath of the Wild. I goofed it. At least we made 8 times 5, 40. We made our money back and then some. No, not the rules. I just want the heart piece. We're making a lot of money, but I'm missing the freaking target each time. Hang on a second. All right, let's see if this helps at all. I just watched a tip video from one of my favorite like Nintendo YouTubers, and let's see if this helps. Get 10 rupees, yeah. Thanks, Mander. I'm mainly aiming for the heart piece that you get from this. We were close, I think. We only got 10 rupees, but I think we might have been closer to the mark than we've been before. Does it save? No, we weren't. Okay. Oh no, it doesn't save where it's at. All right, hang on. I'm only hooked because I want the heart piece. The marks with the one, yeah, the blue and the pink. It's that one, yeah, the blue, pink, and red one. I think you gotta hit all the rings on the way down too, I think is what he said, but I'm not 100% sure. Dang it. Yeah, we're making 50 each time. Well, we're making 30 each time because it costs 20 to play. I'm about to give up, do it later. We'll get back to what the other stuff we were working on because I do have to. Only got like 40 minutes before I have to end stream. Dang it. It's fun seeing Link just yeeted from a cannon at least. Alright, I'm gonna worry about this later. If we do get every heart piece, we'll worry about it then. Let's see, there's a rupee we want, or a goddess chest over here we want to get. Then back to Skyloft, and then we gotta go meet Lavia, is that his name? L-A-V Levius? Over here just accidentally almost naming parts of the female anatomy. How are you doing today, Mander? Ow. Please tell me there's a way up there. Okay, there is. Ah, if only we had the one. Alright, hang on. It clearly wants me to play the harp here. Pretty good, still half asleep. I had to export some stuff for work, so it's nice to listen in on stream at work. Yeah, I tend to listen in on streams when I work as well. Hey, we needed one of those earlier. We got enough now though. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. We're having a good morning. I work after my streams usually throughout the week, at least for now. But Yeah, we're doing all right. Woke up, had some breakfast, played some Zelda. All in all, it's been a nice morning. I can't complain.
Hey!
All right, Bo first.
Okay!
Always a good morning when Zelda's being played. This is probably the one Zelda game I've never actually played through, so it's actually nice to watch. Awesome. Yeah, I've played the, we're playing the remake, obviously, and I played it when it first came out, but I didn't finish it. This is one of the few I haven't finished. But we're gonna play the, the majority of the series, at least most of the 3D ones, a couple of the 2D ones, in chronological order. Try to aim for May to be done with it. We need we need 5 more tumbleweeds to do that. Son of a, am I gonna go get those right now?
Okay!
I think our amiibo shortcut is back to the desert, so oh no, we didn't amiibo, we just went to the statue. I'm gonna upgrade these shields and then we're gonna get the Hylian shield. I know it. I know that it's soon.
Okay!
I'll worry about tumbleweeds tomorrow. I don't wanna. Yeah, we played Breath of the Wild. We've been doing this thing where I have a table that we can roll on. Oh, hang on. And it'll change what's down in that corner there. Hang on. Let me get it back to nothing for now. See, so we have this. And when we have a redeem that says roll for initiative, that whenever anyone plays it, I got to roll on the table. And I'm gonna basically try to modify that for every game. We did that with Breath of the Wild. It was a lot of fun. We had 20 options for Breath of the Wild. I streamlined it a little bit. But it's basically making the making the games a little harder for myself, but also giving people a way to interact with it. It's the best way we can do it since I'm doing this all on console. My computer probably going to handle an emulator for most of the 3D games, so we couldn't do stuff like crowd control. All right, so we need tumbleweeds. But we'll worry about that later. Let's drop off our cursed medal. I know you want me to visit you. I'm not doing it right now. Hang on. I realized I wanted to take something with us. Is a nice way to evolve the. Yeah, we've had a lot of fun. We had one in Breath of the Wild that would make me basically teleport furthest away from our objective and walk back, and they really enjoyed that one. That's not what I wanted. I was talking and got myself distracted. I want the life medal. There we go. All right, now we can equip shield. What is it? Did it say it like automatically repairs itself? No, it doesn't. Okay. All right. A little more story for the day before we wrap up in a little bit. But yeah, I'm having a pretty good time. Okay, so where is the... Anyone know how we find Levias? Maybe it's on this Rainbow Island? Huh, I don't know what the point of this island is. No idea. I don't see like a... Oh yeah, I'm dumb. We gotta go to the Pumpkin Island. Yeah. I remember that Alan said something about going to the Pumpkin and asking them about it. I can't believe I forgot that. Let's go to the Lumpy Pumpkin and ask the, because he gives it an offering every year, is what they said. I goofed. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lockwing. What's the matter? You look like you got something mighty serious on your mind. Actually, Levias. What about him? Sure, I know Levius well, but I wasn't aware anything was wrong. Every year I offer him an entire basin full of my pumpkin soup. But lately a huge thunderhead has been brewing there, and I haven't yet made this year's offering. I tell you, I feel horrible about it. You say you'll deliver a pot of my soup to Levius? Huh. I don't know how you plan to fly into that huge thunderhead brewing out there, but if that's the case, I'm going to do everything I can to make Levius the best batch of soup ever. You wait right here. I'm getting inspired to fire up some soup like I've never souped before. I just want a soup like I've never souped before. But voila, here it is. I've been cooking this stuff for well over 10 years, and I have to say this is the best batch of pumpkin soup I've ever created. We broke his chandelier earlier and had to work to pay it off, but he's got a new one now, so I don't feel so bad. Also, we got a heart piece out of it, so. Miss Fee, I'm here. This is another heavy load, but don't worry. Watch it break again from the robot. I can carry anything. I'll be waiting outside. I can take you wherever you need to go as soon as you're ready. Wait, he's going to take us where we need to go? Isn't he going to follow us? The place where I offer soup to Levius. It is the Rainbow Island. Ah, cool. You'll know it when you see it. Good luck. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's not taking us where we need to go. He's just going to follow us. Which is fine. It's just weird they worded it that way. I don't know if this is gonna work. Like if this speed boost is worth it, but we're gonna use it. Yeah, I didn't really feel worth it. You alright back there, Pumpkin Man? Whoa, what, did stream crash for a minute? That's weird. Stream Elements did the thing, like we crashed for a minute. Oh man, that's another VOD I'm gonna have to edit together. A little bit earlier, I saw it go offline and then went through another set of ads. That's weird. You've picked an odd place for soup delivery. Feels dangerous. Something could jump out of us at any moment. Hungry for soup or robot. I'm out of here. See you around. That's strange that I did that. Oh, yep. Here comes Levius. So a big old ancient dragon that is corrupted for sure. Oh, no, it's like a sky whale more than a dragon. It's got weird eyes coming out of its... Are those barnacles? Hungry boy got some weird eye leeches, yep. Let's go help him out. Bearded sky whale. That's pretty cool. I definitely didn't get to this part when I played it on my own. Missed. You gotta hits him right in the eyeballs. Alright, here we go, we got this. Missed, never mind, we didn't get it. Son of a bitch. Ow. Yeah, we got another one. I ran into the underside of the whale. Okay, he's turning around again. Son of a bitch. This doesn't feel very intuitive. Alright, one more, we got this. Yeah. Oh, no, I hate it. I hate that very much. Get off the sky, friend. Ocular parasite. Bilocyte, huh? Can we slash these things back instead of parrying them? Apparently not. Oh, we can. Oh, nice. You need to, actually. Get down here. That's right, get down here. Ow. That is a very gross barnacle monster. missed. Oh, if you miss, he resets. Dang it. I need to watch more where Link is and less where the monster is. Are you not coming down here to fight me? I swing too early again. Do I need to shoot him with an arrow or something? It just seems like he's not... Okay, never mind, he's taking damage. Get out of our whale, friend. Uh-oh. Big guy, you're taking us into the clouds. I didn't realize no one redeemed first earlier. No one had redeemed first yet. Oh, there he is. Oh, look, he's got better eyes. His eyes are all better too. He's not just red-eyed. We went and got us some eye drops. Tell me, boy, was it you who brought me this most delectable cauldron of pumpkin soup? I must apologize for my earlier behavior. A most peculiar and irksome pest possessed me. I was not myself. But that business is done with now. The delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. I am the great spirit they call Levius. Before she passed from this world so long ago, the goddess Hylia appointed me as warden of the skies. And what do they call you, boy? He was on a bad trip. Soup fixed. Oh, he's about to eat soup. Man, simple. The glass to find the spicy night drops. Ah, Link, is it? A rather pleasing name, that. Your parents clearly had excellent taste in names. You carry a curious sword, boy, and I sense a silent power dwelling somewhere in that little frame. I see it now, Link. You're the goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you've come to hear what I know of the Triforce. As I suspected. Listen closely and I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago, an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for his own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of all things, she hid the Triforce somewhere within the rock you call Skyloft. Pardon me. However, its location has been kept secret. Even I do not know where it rests now. But the goddess did entrust me with a hint as to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song meant to be played on the harp you hold. It is known as the Song of the Hero. The song is the key to revealing the secret location to the Triforce. The goddess split this song into 4 parts. She entrusted one part to me and the other 3 to the dragons of the land. You must gather each of the parts of the Song of the Hero, seek out the dragons, convince them to teach you their parts. When they've taught you what they know, come to me and I will complete the song with my own voice. The dragons can be found at Faerun Woods, Elden Volcano, and Lanayru Desert. Find the dragons you now seek. Thanks, big guy. Enjoy your soup. Let's swing by Skyloft. Is the Thunderhead cleaned up now? Oh wow, look at that. It's all bright and shiny over here. It's still a Thunderhead though, like it's still a cloud, right? Yeah. We still got them worm dragon things. I ran out of goes. we're gonna start with Lanayru Desert. Well, we're gonna go to Skyloft though. We're probably gonna stop there and we'll do Lanayru Desert tomorrow. I'll have a schedule out on the Discord, probably within an hour of the end of stream. Because like I said, I have it. I just forgot to post it yesterday. I did roll that I could turn in my gratitude crystals, but I want to finish some side quests before that. Alright, so let's just heal up, and we'll make it nighttime, and that's where we'll stop, because I want to do the side quests tomorrow when we start. Well, I got a few minutes. I feel like we're at a good stopping point right now, so yeah. Let's see, is there any one of our homies online that we can go raid? Let's head to our chatting screen and get our music playing. I chose music from Miracle Sound today because they're on Pretzel and it's marked as YouTube safe. And it was pretty good. I enjoy their stuff. But yeah, let me head over to Twitch real quick. On my browser and mute the tab because we actually have the time for me to raid somebody and then interact for a minute before I gotta go right to work. Let's see who's on. I can't remember who. I think Jamie raided out to Wiblu, and I think that's where we're gonna go today, because I've followed them from the other day. So let me come back over to OBS and start the raid. They are also I believe they're also a VTuber. They're using their PNG today as well. They're playing Wobble Dogs, which I have no real insight into, but yeah, let's go show them some love. And let me make sure I spelled this name right. I did not spell it right. Let me double check. That'll do it. All right, everybody. I will. Oh, why am I in muted model mode? That's weird. There we go. I'm not sure why that happened. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out today. Thanks to our new friends that popped into chat. Some old friends that I hadn't seen in a while. It was a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow for the Lanayru Desert. And here goes the raid. And yeah, hop in there, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.